say he wore his crown unbowed. Yeah, we all broken, but we still glow. That's the code. Ain't about where you from. It's how you roll. Broken gold. Forever bold. Peace. Yeah. Every black got its king. Hi Narino, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. How are you? How are you? I'm faring today. I don't say I'm having a good day. Today I'm kinda not okay, but I'm faring. How are you doing? How is everything? Lovely, lovely to have you here again. Thank you so much for joining. I'm still setting up a little few things here and there, but hope you're okay. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you. All right. Ah, okay, that is okay. That is very good. If you're having, how is your weekend? How was your weekend gone? How was your weekend? Weekend is done. I'm feeling down. I'm feeling down. I have to return to my normal work. All right, we're back today. Let me see how this one goes for today. Let me see how we are going to do for today. Okay. All right. Let us dive in. Let us dive in, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. It's Brianna over here. We are back again today. Today I'm not going to do 400. So I've just had a lot of issues, so I don't have a lot of money on me. So I'm going to reduce. I'm not doing 400 today. I'm doing 300. Yes, I don't have a lot of money. I know we can. Oh my! I know when the weekend is done, life hardens. Monday is a terrible day. So tomorrow we are resuming work. I know. I have school. I have work. So you can just imagine my life. So I really understand. We're always excited for Friday because we do half day. But then come Monday, today chilling a bit. Today for me it's already night. It is already night. My chilling is done and I cannot be out, so I just have to be indoors and prepare for tomorrow. Easy Knowledge, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely to have you here. It is already my weekend is already done. So yeah. Hi Ferguson, how are you guys? Tell me about your weekend. How was the weekend? Tomorrow is Monday, so the thought of Monday from a weekend is weird. When Friday is approaching, you feel like Friday is here, Monday is far. I feel like Monday is so near Friday and Friday is so far from Monday. Do you understand what I mean? It is easy to get to Monday whenever you're coming from Friday, but reaching Friday when you're coming from Monday is also the hardest thing, guys. I hate it. Hi Godfrey. Hi Ferguson. How are you? Hi Off Grid. How are you? Guys, I don't know how this one is going because I feel like we don't have money remaining. So this is only our only chance. One of these two trades. Oh no, let it not be a bad evening and a bad trading day already. All right, let's just go. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining in. Lovely, lovely to have each and every one of you here. Lovely, lovely to have each and every one of you here. How was your day? How was your weekend? You guys, how long do you still have to go in the weekend, wherever you're watching from? Anyway, we're almost in the same time zone, so yeah. Weekend is done. Back to business. Back to business. All right. Let us go, guys. Let us hope this is a good one because I've blown everything. Yeah, I think I have. Let me see. Let me stay hopeful with this. See how it goes. Let me see how it goes. Let me see how it goes. I was worried, guys. I was worried. I was like, now I'm going to blow everything. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. Let us go. Let us move. Let us move. Let us move. Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much. That is very lovely. You're too handsome too, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much. I do love compliments. I'll not even pretend about it. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. Guys, those one you hear, it's Brianna, and all we do here is binary options trading. We trade almost every day, unless otherwise. So we do trade almost every day. And the reason that's why I'm trading today and it is a weekend is because I'm doing OTC. Yeah, because Pocket Option is one of the platforms that give you an opportunity to trade OTC. So that's the reason that's why I'm able to trade today. So basically that is it. That is it. Wow. You guys, we just got lucky with this one because you can see here just seconds later than that, it is already earning our thing candle. So yeah, it's alright. That is a good one. Hi Anwa, is it? Hi Anwa, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely to have you here. Guys, those who are new here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And all I can say, all we do here is binary options trading, and our platform is Pocket Options. For me, basically, there are only two things I trade. It is oil and gold only. I do not trade other things. Oil and gold that I do trade, but I do trade oil most of the time. I know how many people be like, oil is deadly. Oil, most Brent is oil is what, but that is what I do. So I don't know about you. So yeah, I basically do oil most of the times. Guys, with I'm aiming for 15,000. That is my target today. Just let me just hope I reach there. But I'm aiming for 15,000. I don't know. Hi, Pocket Trader. Okay, I think I found someone. Hi, how are you? How are you? Someone is like, how do we donate? I'm still working on it, guys, because one thing about people, one thing about this thing of trading, I cannot handle it alone. I cannot handle it alone. I would want somebody to monitor some that money for me and all that. So I'm still waiting on someone to help me create everything, the platform, and organize everything for me. So he's working on it. Yeah, he's working on it. I'm not working on it myself because it is too hard, but I am. Soon and very soon, I'm going to be able to pin the platform in my description, but I'm still working on it, guys. I'm in no rush, to be honest. I'm in no rush since I'm also scared to deal with people's money, so I'm in no rush. But I will sooner do what? I will sooner pin it there. Yes. I've not yet begun trading for people. I do not, maybe what I can say, I do not trade for people anymore in my inbox. Like, I mean, off screen, like I used to before. I feel like there are people who be like, for me, she used to trade for me. Yes, I used to trade for some people, but now I don't do it anymore because I've blown more than two people's money. So I no longer feel comfortable with it. But I'll be doing it on screen. Okay. Thank you, guys. Hi, Gumi Siriza. How are you? Hi, Pocket Trader. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely to have each and every one of you here. So, guys, like I said, today I'm focusing on 15,000. I don't know. And today I'm doing less money because I'm not doing well these days. I'm having a lot on my plate. So, and like I said, for me, I only do less than 10%. And now 400 was going to be more than 10% of my money, my income. So that's why I reduced to 300. Not the normal 400 I always do. So yeah, that is it. And we are doing 1 minute trade for today. So lovely to see you guys join in today. Lovely to see you join in today. So far the start was not so bad and not so good, but let us hope. I think these days I'm getting more confident with a screen and with trading, not like before. If you've been here, you've realized that I'm getting better from where we began from. Before I used to chicken out, but I think now I'm getting more and more confident day per day. So yeah, okay, let us go. Someone is, I have, you know, someone is like, how do I control my greed? I know. Let me tell you something. It is not, you can be able to control it today, or it was a loss. Oh, you can be able to control it today, but not all the time. You cannot be able to control it all the time. I know you can try. Me too. Sometimes I will not say that I do not get greedy, but these days all I do, I just set a number of targets. So for me, as long as I get a profit from what I was doing before, that's where I stop. I do not over push it. Maybe what you can do is you can set a target, or you can set a limited amount of money. Be like, this is what I'm trading. If I reach this amount, I'm stopping here. If I reach this amount, I'm stopping here. Maybe do that. Yeah, set a target. Set a target, and also maybe limits. You can be like, I'm only depositing. If I'm doing 40 dollars, that is only what I'm depositing on my account. Nothing more than that, so that you don't go back to trade more money, but just set a limit. Set a limit on how much you're depositing, and set a limit on what target you want to reach. After reaching that target, you can stop. Okay, so hi everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Someone's like, what are your my settings? Okay, I'm going to show them to you. Jason, how are you? Hi Vanta. What is my expiry? My expiry is 1 minute. Yeah, I'm trading 1 minute. I'm using 1 minute. So because I feel like it's better, by the way, I would advise most beginners to use 1 minute, 1 minute more. My expiry is 1 minute. You can see here. It's 1 minute. Okay. Someone wanted to see my super trend settings. They are here. Okay. And these are the ones for my moving average, basically. Yep. That is it. That is it. So for grade, I don't know. For emotions, it's the hardest thing. No one even will advise you that do this, because it is within. Even when someone advises you, it is hard to follow. The rules are hard to follow. If you set like, these are my rules I've set, they are the hardest to follow. I feel like with trading, it is more psychological than other things, but than strategic and all those. You might have the best strategy, the best mentors, the best everything, but when it comes to, wow, I did not expect this one to go that good. Okay. What if I say I trade for 2 hours? Yes, that would be good. But then also, what you set a limit on what you're depositing. Maybe you'll be like, if I'm depositing maybe like $100, that is what I'm focusing on. I'm depositing $100. Yes, you have to trade it for 2 hours, but if that $100 is done, do not go back to your wallet and, and deposit more money, because you feel like, now since I lost, you understand. If you win, well and good, but if you make losses, you leave it, let it just go. Don't just go and deposit more money. And also set my BS time. Like, I'm only trading for 2 hours, but in those 2 hours, it is easy to blow the money you've put. You might say I'm trading for 2 hours, and you blow money within the first 30 minutes. All your money is down, so you'll be forced to go and deposit more money and all that. If that is not right, because I also used to do that. Because I still have more time, I go deposit more money, and I end up losing. That is a good one. Someone is, how many years of experience? I've been trading for almost 4 years, but I've only had 1 year of being profitable. So the past 3 to 2 years have not been that good for me. To be honest, have not been that good for me. I've just tried. That's why you don't see me aiming for too much money, because I've not been so profitable, so much, and I'm not so much confident to attack that big market. So that's why, yeah, I've only been profitable for a year or less, I think. Hi, Idan. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Okay, guys, let us keep going. I'm aiming for 15K, and we are not yet there, but yeah, we are there. It was I don't know. Okay, let me see how these two go. Let us see how this to go. Guys, feel free to tell me where you're watching me from. Those who are new here, okay. Those who are new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me how your weekend was. Do fill me in about everything. Hi. There is someone who's I don't think I can read your name well, but hi, how are you? We do have a language barrier here, so it is hard for me. Okay. Hi, how are you? Hi, thank you so much for joining in. Hi, Alphabet. Hi, ABCD. You. Hi, how are you? Hi, Benjamin. Someone from Cameroon. I think I've not yet had a lot of people from Cameroon. What language is spoke? What is the official language of Cameroon? Maybe I've heard them, but maybe they're typing a different language. Hi, how are you? Lovely to have you here. Hi, Valdemi. How are you? Hi, Antonio. Thank you so much. Someone's like, I would love to this operation. Basically, this the platform is called Pocket Option, and I have a feeling that option, binary options or option is one of the easiest to understand. No, I will not say it's the easiest, or maybe it's easy to make money, which is very risky with options, very risky. But then I feel like its platforms are the easiest to understand because how it works basically just set your indicators, and it is easy to trade with it. Open a trade maybe for 1 minute or more and choose an amount, and there you go. Yeah, basically it is not hard. So what I can do, the platform is called Pocket Options. So maybe you can just do more research about it, or maybe ask a few questions here and there. Yeah, that's Pocket Options. So actually, I do have the link to the platform in my description. You can just go there, put in your email, create an account, and deposit money and trade. That is only if you have some knowledge on trading. That is only if. Oh, you speak English and French. I actually thought you guys speak only French. It's a downtrend, guys. That's why I'm selling. I thought in Cameroon they speak only French. So that's why I'm sorry about that. I just had that misinformation within that Cameroonians only speak French. Okay, hi, how are you? Thank you guys for joining in. I do know French by the way, not a lot, but I do know some French. I can do the basics, I can do the greetings and all that. Yeah, I can. So my chat frame is not in minutes. My chat frame is in seconds actually. That's why you see my candles are very fast. It is in seconds. This is 5 seconds. I'm not using any minutes. Someone from Angola. Lovely to have you. I think you're the first person I've seen from Angola. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. That is okay. Well, Antonio, thank you so much. Someone from Angola. You're the first person from Angola I've met. I've actually interacted with. Hi, Truck. How are you? Hi, Benjamin. How are you? Hi. Thank you so much to bilingual. Okay. Okay, so you guys in school you have classes in both French and English. That is a good thing. I think for us in East Africa it's only English. Maybe the Rwandans who speak French. Yeah, Rwandans do speak French, but Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda it's English. It is English alone. Maybe they do have other classes. They do have a little German classes, but that's not as an official language. They do have French classes, German language, like those Chinese, but those just supplement the curriculum. Yeah. Hi, Doctor. How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely to have you here today. Lovely to have you here today. Yes, please. Someone is like, I want to trade with you. Basically, right now, what I do, I do trade live here. I don't have anything like classes going on, what? But maybe I can recommend some good traders. I think some very good traders here who I've seen for some time or who I know. Maybe they have some good videos you can try to watch. But me, basically, all I do here, maybe you can inbox me on my Telegram or maybe here ask a little few questions. But the only information I give is based on a personal experience. So I don't speak for all traders. That is the problem. I don't speak of all traders. Hi, okay, that is it. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. Let me try because my screen is kind of fixed. Okay. Hi, billionaire, millionaire. I know you're going to say my chat is different from yours because YouTube kind of delays my chat by 30 seconds. So by the time it is broadcasted, it is a little bit behind. A little bit behind. No, someone is like in Kenya. I'm talking about with you. I know you speak English, Swahili, German. Yes, I'm talking about an official language. Like, what is the official language taught in school? You guys, by the way, I know Swahili is the national language. I'm talking about. Okay, I will not talk so much about another country, but I'm saying the official language because this one is like for them they have two official languages. It is what is it called? It is French and English. I'm talking about official language. Yeah, I know. Okay. Hi David, how are you? Hi Gurudev, how are you? Lovely to have you here. Please inform me. I'm sorry for maybe I might not be so informed about the languages in Kenya, the official languages in Kenya, but all I know is there is Kiswahili and English as the like official language spoken in offices and all that. Okay, someone's like, oh, it was time when you tried to prove myself and some extent you succeeded, but my emotions lack of discipline stopped me. Yeah, like I think I talked about this when I was just my first, my first, my first, my first video. I talked about trading being most of the binary options because it can tend to be so risky that it might feel like you're gambling. Hi, Samia. You might feel like you're gambling. So you know how much indiscipline is in gambling. You know how much it is. So it is it feels like you're gambling if at all you're not disciplined. And gambling comes with a lot of indiscipline. That's why you cannot control emotions. You want to do this, you want to do that. You feel like you want to win, you want to, and you constantly put in your money. Maybe you can even get a loan. That is if it is a lot of indiscipline. So basically, I think one thing you should train for first when you're doing this trading is discipline. Emotions emotions are the hardest thing. It is consistent emotions, not chasing losses, mostly consistency and the emotions. So if you lose, it is okay to lose, you can leave it and go to another thing. Yeah, someone is like official language is English and Swahili. Yes, I know. I think for that I know. Even I think even also Tanzania, it is only Uganda who has only English. They have tried to introduce a little bit of Kiswahili here and there, but it is not yet a thing. Okay, now I understand. So I feel like most of the people here are more of what? Are more of English and French. Mostly, I think most African countries. It is not English, it is French. I've not met a lot of German speakers. Are there German speakers like German when German is the official language in Africa? I've not yet met a lot of that. My moving average settings I'm going to show you. Okay, let us proceed, guys. Let us proceed. Okay, sign up train. Let me try to buy here. All right, so someone wants to see my moving average. I'm going to show you. Hi, Brian. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, David. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Those who are new here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Yeah. And here. All right. Hi, Ebuka. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Let us keep going, guys. Like I said, guys, if you do have any kind of question, feel free to interact with me. Feel free to ask me in the comment section. Someone's like, how do I get into your VIP? I don't have anything like VIP, maybe where we talk and maybe send signals, things like that. Yeah. One thing now most of the things I do not do is maybe sending signals or something like that, because since I also lose here. Now what if I send you a signal and then you do not, and then you lose, things like that. That's why I don't do a lot of sending signals. Before I used to trade for people, by the way. Yeah, I used to trade because the people will tell you here that I traded for them. But now I no longer trade for anyone, because I used to lose their money a lot. I used to blow their accounts a lot. So now that's why, and they kept on blaming me. I sold my card to give you money to trade, and now you lost my money. Yeah. Things like that. It could go on good, and then maybe like someone is like, "Can you trade for me like 5 tries?" They give you their money. You trade. Maybe the first try goes on well. The second try goes on well. After maybe compounding the money to something like 5K, you try the sixth time and then you lose it. So that is how bad it used to be. That's why these days I be like, I'm not trading for anyone. Okay, so someone, okay, I think that is it. What my time frame is 5 seconds. Someone's like, what do I look for when I'm trading? For me, basically, what I do is I follow that trend. I follow that trend. I yes, I follow that trend, and another thing, it depends on what time frame I'm using. If I'm using a longer time frame, I be looking for the support and resistance levels. But if at all I'm having more of the trends, like I'm having a longer downtrend or a longer uptrend, if I told it it's a longer uptrend, I just keep on buying. And if it's a longer downtrend, I keep on selling. Basically, that is it. Someone's like, how many years of experience do I have? I've been trading for more than 3 years. It's like this is my fourth year, and I've not been so profitable in all those years. I've just begun being profitable less than a year or 1 year. So that's why you don't see me going on for so much money. Like I'm aiming for 100K or something like that. I only be around 10K, 9K, something like that. Yeah, because I do actually. If I think if for those people who are here initially with us, used to see how not confident I was when by the time I began my lives. I used to make a lot of losses. I used to lose a lot, like more than today. Yeah, I'm just trying to get more confident when it comes to trading and trading life and all that, which I don't think I had acquired before. So basically, that is it. Basically, that is it. Okay, let us go. That is a good one. I'm aiming for 15K today since it is a weekend. I don't know how good I'm going to do, but that is it. I think someone was asking how what I do look for in a trade. Basically, before when I used to trade earlier, I used to what can I say? I used to put a lot of knowledge in what I'm going to do. Like if at all I'm going to trade, I first look for like everything I've ever heard of. I'm going to look for the candle signals. I'm going to look for the points, the support level points. Like I put a lot of knowledge into something. That's why I used to end up losing a lot of money. But there is someone I was watching sometime and they were like, when you're trading, don't put a lot of knowledge. Just keep it simple. And by the time the more I trade, the more I realize that it does not have to be so much knowledge into it. It has to be kept like a little bit simple. Maybe if you're going to you just follow a trend, or you just follow little simple things, not so many complications. Like look for every point. I was told when this point is like this, when this point is like this is how you have to do. I don't think that is how it works. So that is all I can say. Just keep it simple. Follow something simple for yourself. Okay. Someone is like, when did I start earning? I started earning last year. Last year around Feb. Yeah, but it was not that good. Yeah, last year around Feb. I just decided to get more. I just became more confident in trading the last year around Feb. But I used to trade for some good time. I do get there is a time where I used to trade and make money. Maybe it's a good month, and then another month I lose all of it. Things like that. Yeah. Brianna, I'm looking to be confident for more than. Do I look to be I'm just starting to be confident, to be honest. I think people who have been here with me know. Before initially it was not like this, because when I began live streaming is like 3 weeks ago or 1 month ago. I was not this confident, and I used to not realize I was making a lot of losses. We could be a back and forth with market. I just began being more confident when it comes to the market. I used not to be like this, to be honest. I think the confidence has just come within, has just caught up, but it was not like this. Hi Samu, how are you? Candle time is 5 seconds. Someone is like, what type of trading is this? It's called binary options. It is option trading. Yeah, basically it is option trading options. Yeah, binary options. And there are other platforms. There is is it IQ, IP options. There are more platforms. But for me, I'm using open pocket options. Someone's like, what's my time frame is a 3 second. Do you realize that my candle, I mean 5 seconds, do you realize that my candles are very, very fast? Like they open and burn in within like a very, very short period of time. Yeah. Yeah, most people call me a scalper. I know. My candles move. I think binary option and pocket option is one of the platforms that give you that opportunity to use a 5 second candle. It is not so common. So realize how fast my candles are, very they burn very, very fast. It's a 5 second candle. Someone is like, I've seen people who enter a trade then automatically takes them out after a minute. Yeah, when because I'm now when with binary options there is nothing like I could not set stop loss or anything like that. With binary options we set an expiration time. So you yourself you set an expiration time. It could be, oh okay, it could be 1 minute, it could be like there are many options like here. So you can set your time around here, or you can choose from any of these. It could be 45, maybe you can try here like 40, like 30 seconds, something like this. So you open the trade, and that is how long it will take. So the moment you place in a trade here, you are not going to be able to control it. So after you place your trade, you just pray maybe that your analysis was very good and all that, because you can no longer control it. That's the risky part when it comes to option. Once your trade is placed, there is nothing more than control. It is just prayers and all of that. That is how pocket option and binary options work. So we set an expiration time. It could be 5 minutes. After setting it, you place your trade and wait. If it is a loss, of course, you're going to lose the money you've placed within a trade. And if it is a win, it will come with a percentage. Now, for me, my percentage is set to 88%. So if I tell I win, I'm going to get my 400. All right. Oh, that is not good. I'm going to get my money. That is 300. I'm going to get my 300 and a profit of 88%. But if I lose, then I'm going to lose everything. That is how it works. Okay. I trade with MetaTrader 5 or enter. Okay, what are the settings? Someone wants to see my settings a little bit. Let me try to zoom out and shout out everyone. Okay. Hi guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. Hi Rogue Gaming. Hi Rogue Gaming. How are you? Hi Thwayne. How are you? Hi Prosper. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Happiest Sunday to you too. Hi Shua. How are you? Hi Alinal. Alinal. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hi Ozix. Hi Aquinoyos. I hope I pronounced your name well. I'm not so good. Hi Aslan. Hi Bad Shakan. Hi Prosper. Guys, I hope I pronounce your name very well. I don't like it when I do not pronounce someone's name very well. It really, really does not suit well with me. Actually, I don't see how those trade wins. I don't know if we won or lost. Okay. Actually, guys, for me, my challenge with binary options trading is when the trend is having a sideways. I don't know, guys, is there anyone with what can I say, is there anyone with a strategy when it comes to having a sideways trend? How do they do it? Most of the time, so if my trend is having a sideways, I will relax, I will give it I will not trade within that time, because I don't know how to do it, guys. How do you do it? Someone with a strategy. If I told you're having a sideways, please do tell me. Okay. Hi, yeah, hi, Ogupol. I'm sorry. Ogunfola, how are you? Hi, Yema, how are you? Hi, Niku, how are you? I'm sorry, guys, if I do pronounce your name wrong. Hi, Orello. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Someone, someone is what is it? Someone is like buy on support and sell on. This one I know. For buy on support and okay, this one I know. And aim for profit in the middle of the sideways market. Okay, I understand. Actually, I feel like someone else has ever told me this. What you've told me, gaming. Someone has ever told me this, but I feel like I do make a mistake when it comes to it. I really, really make a mistake. I don't know why it is always like that. But when it comes to that, I really make a mistake. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you guys for joining. Those who are here for the first time, thank you so much. Someone is asking my age. I don't know why people keep on asking about my age. Do I look like young? I'm 24. Yes, I'm 24. Thank you so okay. I understand. And it really works for you because when I'm having a sideways, what I do, I just chill and wait for that trend. That is all I do because most of the times happen to incur losses whenever I sell doing a sideways, unless I'm using a very short time frame, maybe a short expiration time. That is where I can maybe take a resistance and a support level. But if at all I'm having a longer expiration time, of course, it is not enough for me to decide around there. It is so hard. So any trade I open there, I could say I'm just gambling with it, to be honest. It's God's grace that I do have a win. It is God's grace. It is God. No, I'm not American. I'm East African. I'm not American. Yes. Someone's like, do you guys use Bolinga? No, I do not. Actually, I only use Super Trend and Moving Average. And mostly I consider more of the Moving Average one. I don't use those other indicators. I don't use other indicators. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. For me, actually, to be honest, whenever I reach a sideways, I do not trade. If I do trade, that means I'm trying maybe to try. I'm just trying my luck, and because I follow more of the trends, and if I told it, I only use that. I only try to trade whenever I'm having a sideways. If I tell I'm having a shorter expiration time, because there it is easy for me to see the support level and the resistance level. But if I'm having a longer one, I just chill. I just chill or place a trade and wait to see how it goes. Now, like here, I only place a trade to see how it goes. Basically, that is all I do. I do not trade when I'm having a sideways, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and see. I'm going to try and see. Someone is like, are you from Kenya? No, I'm not from Kenya. Okay. Okay, it's 24 years. I'm 24. I know. I might look different, but that is my age. And people might be like, no, you may don't say that is my age and I'm not lying about it. Yeah. Okay, someone has tried to advise me here. So how do you others do it, guys? How do you do it? Other people. Someone is like, what do I look for when if I'm opening a trade? Like I said, me, I keep it simple. All I do is follow a trend. I follow a trend basically. That is all I do. Yes, I do have a lot of knowledge when it comes to many things. It comes to reading more about candle movements. I do have a lot of knowledge about that. A lot of knowledge about different strategies. But then for me, I decided to settle for this. I follow a trend. If at all I'm having an uptrend, I'm selling, and if at all I'm in a downtrend, I'm selling. An uptrend, I'm buying. Keep it simple. That is all I do. This is all I. Someone's like, my name. My name is Brianna. That is all I do. It does not work all the time, but it really works for me. I don't know. It really works for me. Oh, we're trading 1 minute. I don't know how I changed it. All right. It really works for me. I don't know about you. Okay. Oof. There's a lot of losses at the moment. What I do, I mark as support and resistance. When it breaks resistance support level, the strong convert break structure and then wait for it. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, gaming. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for this. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try it out in my next trade and see about it. Yes. Okay. Hi Shamo, how are you? Lovely to have you here today. My time frames are in 30, 15 minutes and 1 minute I use. And what is that is your time frames, eh? Okay, that is and that's what I'm saying. It is easy to use the strategies, mostly the support and resistance levels, if at all you're having a longer time frame. That is what I said. That is what I said. If at all I'm having a longer time frame, that is when. But if at all I'm having these shorter time frames, it is really hard for me. That's why I'm like when I'm having a sideways, it is really hard for me. I only know how to use to determine a time frame. If at all I mean to determine what is it called. I'm okay to use the sideways or maybe place a trade in sideways if at all I'm having a shorter time frame. That is when it works for me. But those longer time frames, I cannot. That is the problem. Now for you here, it explains very well because your time frames are really long. So yeah, your time frames are really wrong. I mean long. Sorry about that. Someone's like, where can you learn this type of trading? There are so many sources of information. So many sources of information. Like you can try you can try. I feel like you can try. For me, I do not have so much information on where to learn from. Maybe people can recommend. Maybe I feel like there is someone here who's really good. It's called gaming. He can really try to give you some information on where to learn from where to learn from. But for me, I learned from someone who taught me, like someone I knew close. That's why I don't have so many people to recommend, so many books to recommend, because I learned from a friend who was really good. Someone I knew on a personal level. That is my problem. That is why I don't know so much. But I feel like there are many people who have tried to find information on their own and are doing better. Maybe you can, someone here in the comment section can recommend, but I know some people. Maybe I can type them. You can try to take a. Let me try to see here if I can type them in the comment section. Just a minute. Let me type here. There is that one. There are many people. There is also yeah, Brave Traveling School, and there is also this book is called Baby Pips. It is also a good one, by the way. To be honest, it is also a good one. So you can try that out. There are many people who know things that they can really recommend. I hope that helps. Someone's like they learned on their own. Yeah, for me, I learned from someone. Maybe you can try to begin with the how is it called? You can begin with a demo account and some YouTube videos, because with our people, they don't. YouTube people do not give you what you really need to learn. I feel like it's they do not. They give you the basics, and maybe they give you knowledge about how candles work, what and what, but they don't give you the information, you more practical information you really need to learn from someone. I think that is the problem. What's the minimum you can start with? Darling, any kind of money, you can even trade $1. So I feel like even though you begin with $10, it is okay. You can compound that $10. There is no like even $1. You can trade $1 per trade. You can open and you can a trade can open and expire when it is only $1. So you can even begin with $10. There is nothing like what is the mean anything you have, as long as you're not taking a loan, you're not breaking a bank, you're not selling something to begin. One, even you can begin with just the little you have. Just begin with the little you have. You don't need much. Anything can work for you. Anything can work for you. Yeah. Hi Joel, how are you? Hi David. Um, Someone is like, actually, surprisingly, I'm not using a bot. Someone thinks I'm using a bot. I'm not using a bot. That is very surprising. Okay. Someone is giving some information here. Some information here, but for me, I just learned on a personal level. Yes, you need information on the candles and everything, candle movement and all of that. But you can even also, but you can create a demo account and begin slowly as you gather information. But it's going to take you some time. It's not going to work within months. But 1 month you already know what to do. It really, really takes a lot of time. But I feel like you don't have to put yourself on, like, say, on pressure of anything. You take your time with it and don't use a lot of money. Like I said, even $10, you can begin with $10. You deposit only $10 on your account and it is good. So basically, yeah. Someone is like, how, which my indicators I can show you. You can just set the indicator and then I can show you my indicator settings. My super trend is set to default, and here they are. But there are lots and lots of indicators out there on this platform. A lot of indicators. So it is up to you to choose which one works for you best, because there are very, very many there. But for me, I mostly use the moving average one. That is which one that works for me best. But there are very, very, very many there. You can check them out and see. All right. Hi, Adinal. Hi, everyone. Hi, Bashan. What do you mean you cannot pull it, put it in? But OTC, I can't put it in my chats. I don't know why. I'm sorry, but I don't know why. Does anyone know a reason as to why they cannot put it in their chats? Because for me, it is not even hard. And there is also some other people that I've tried to trade for. They gave me their logins and all that, and it was easy for me to put it in there. So I don't know how hard it is. I don't know what issue do you get with it. Someone's like they cannot put it in their chats. How? What's the issue you get with it? Because for me it is easy to just put it in my chat. Even someone else, some two people have sent me their logins and what, and I tried to trade for them, and it was easy for me to place them there, to place the Brent oil OTC in there. So I don't know what issue you have. Someone's like, do mentorship. Basically, all I do here is live trading. Maybe you can ask a few questions. Maybe you try to reply to you. A few other people can try to reply to you. And also, what can I say? And also maybe inbox me. But all the information I give is based on a personal level. So I would also recommend you to try other YouTubers, other YouTube people. Maybe they can also have some information when it comes to binary options trading. But I do not like have classes where we can try to discuss, or maybe have a call and discuss more of binary options. No. And maybe you can inbox me on my Telegram. Maybe I give you some of the some strategies, things like that. Yeah, where we can begin. But I do not have like classes. No, I don't. Okay. Guys, today I'm aiming for 15K. I don't know if we shall reach there. I feel like all these times for the past 4 days I've not yet hit my target. Like the target I set for that day, I don't hit it. But then I'm just like, since I've made some money, it's high time for me to go. All right, let's see. Guys, those who are new here, please and please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And like I said, feel free to ask me anything you feel like you would want to know. Feel free to ask. Yes, someone is asking about my candle time. My candle time is 5 seconds. Yep, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. That's why you see it is very, very fast. Hi, Emmanuel. Have lovely to have you here, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please, and please subscribe to the channel and stick around for some time. Feel free to ask me any questions, anything that you would want to know, and if I'm capable of giving, where I feel like it is the right information for me to give, I'll be able to give you. And if at all I do not have the right information for me to give, someone else here, I'll ask them to help here because I've seen some people who really trade, and I think they have some good information they can give. Someone's like they do not understand what I base on to take a trade. Like I said, Emmanuel, for me, I do what I do basically is follow that trend. So you realize if at all I'm having an uptrend, I'm going to sell. So and another thing maybe I look for is a resistance points. Yeah, those resistance points and the support level, those points. But then but mostly what I do follow is as a trend. If I do have a down trend, I'm going to sell, and if I'm having an uptrend, I'm going to buy. That is more of what I use. So someone like at the moment, which indicators are these? I have the I have the the super trend and the moving average one. Yeah, but most of the times I use the moving average one. Most like if I'm told I'm having a longer expiration time, but if I told I'm having a shorter expiration time, it is okay for me to use the super trend ones because you see for them they always show a shorter time frame. They always show for the earlier seconds what has happened in the later seconds, which is not the same as moving average. But moving average shows you a longer time. Okay, someone is like expression time of 10, I would not really. For me, I feel like it is so risky. I don't know about you guys. Anyone who has been trading, for me, I feel like a longer expression time is better than a shorter one, in my opinion. I've seen people who really do shorter time frame, very good scalpers, and they are working for them expression time. But I would recommend a longer one. Yeah. I would recommend a longer expiration time, a longer one, maybe like 1 minute than using 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Those are very, very risky. Mostly if I told you use your when there is a lot of fluctuation. So someone is like, what time frame am I using? I'm using a 5 second candle, but my expiration time is set to 1 minute. So yeah, that is it. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Any Trading. Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely, lovely to have you here. Guys, those who are new here, please and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Lovely to have each and every one of you here. Yes, please. So, like I said, I do not recommend. You can earn, yes, you can earn. People earn with any time, any expiration time they set. Um, Someone is like, you're evil, selling because of US and Iran. Actually, I don't know what is happening in US and Iran. Okay, so you can earn. I will not say you don't earn. Definitely you're going to earn if at all you know what you're doing because I've seen people earn. But when what I'm saying is I personally would recommend a bigger expression time, maybe like 1 minute. Okay, minimally it will be 30 seconds. That is what I would recommend as a person, but that is on a personal level. I don't know about other people. Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Someone's like, that is Cub. Thank you so much. That is very, very lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. So, guys, those who have been trading, what do you think about the expiration time? Do you think that a longer one is better or a shorter one is better? Do you think like someone should use more of the 10 seconds or they should use more of the longer expiration time? What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Feel free to add hope, to give us an opinion here. Those who have been trading for some good time, because I'm sure they know. I'm for sure, very sure that they know. Thank you so much, guys. Those who have subscribed, I really, really appreciate. Do not forget to turn on the notification button and come and stay with us here. Give us an opinion, give us company, ask anything. Guys, like I said, for me, I'm very open to opinions. And if you feel like I'm making a mistake here somewhere, please feel free to tell me, give me an opinion and advise me. Like maybe you can do it better here. Someone's like, bonsoir, Brianna. And very fortunately, I know what that means. Bonsoir. how they reply to bonsoir. So let me first. But I know it's good evening. Let me first see what how they reply to bonsoir. Guys, can you tell me how they reply to bonsoir? Let me see. And guys, I had French classes. This is so embarrassing that I don't know how to reply to these kind of things. My parents spent their money to teach me, take me to school. The reply is in bones. It's still bones. I don't know if I'm even mentioning it very well. Let me see how they pronounce it. Guys, I studied French. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I did study French. It's bonsoir, yes. Bonsoir. I had muted my PC. Make sure it's unmuted here. But I'm 100% sure I did study French. I know that greetings, I know bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir. So, bonsoir. It's too hard, guys. It is too hard for me. I can't pronounce it well. Bonsoir. Okay. Hi, how are you? Hi, Claude. How are you? Hi, Madra. You want to see my super? Okay. What about 30 second? 30 second is also 30 second is not so bad. It is okay. Okay, it's good. 30 second would be good. But then I would recommend 1 minute and more. Actually, me too, I use 30 second. I feel like when it comes to 30 second, I do good. People have told me my 30 second is very good, but still I'm recommending a bigger time frame. Yeah. 30 second is also can it's good, but those little ones like 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, those are very risky. Very risky. Yes, very risky. Okay, my super trend is set to default. Gaming is. Do you mean like you've been trading for a year and a half? You've been trading for a year and a half. Oh, okay, that's how profitable. And how profitable is it for you? How is it going on for you? Uh, how profitable has it been for you? Like, has it been so profitable for you or not? Oh no, oh no. Because me, I've been trading for some time, but it really took me some time. Come over to come. What is come over to? I don't even recall. Was it Sava? Yeah. Is it the? I don't recall, guys. I don't recall. Now I'm going to miss. But I remember my teacher telling me come over. That was guys. I don't remember. I don't remember French. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to show you. Someone is asking about the positions you expect the indicators to take. Basically, the indicators do not show me any positions. If at all you look closely, the indicators only show me the trend. Only show me the trend. You don't realize that they don't show me anything like a position, or they don't help me determine anything in the future. No. And if the support levels and the resistance levels, so the resistance levels are those levels where maybe the resistance are the ones, if at all the market is been moving up, the points where the market bounces back down. Okay, it reaches that the support level is the resistance level is that level where it will reach, and the market maybe it's been having an uptrend or it has been going up, it will reach and bounce back down. So that is our resistance level. So whenever it reaches that resistance level where it is going to bounce back, there always that level where it's going to bounce back down, or maybe you begin selling. Well, that's the point where you sell. That is called the resistance level. Most of the times you have to sell, and support level is this level where the market is going to bounce back up, and that level you're going to buy. So basically, that is it. They always call them high highs, high lows, low lows, something like that. So the highs, those are the ones that call the resistance, and the low lows are the ones they call the support levels. Basically, that is it. Do you understand what I mean? So I'll show you if at all we are having, because now it has passed. I'll show you. I'll adjust it for you and show you if at all we have those points. Those points. Buy low, sell high. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please. I think this one is explaining it. When it is low, when it is low and it is bouncing back up, you're going to buy. When it is high and it's going to bounce back down, you sell. That is how it is. Someone is explaining it to you better. I'll show you those points where I'll show you those points. I'm going to show you those points when we reach them, okay? Because I don't think we've had. I want it when it is very, very evident, when you can easily see it. When they are very, very evident, that is easier. That is very easy. That is where I'm going to show you to you. Those points. It is always the V. It is those V's. They call them V's, reversal V's, something like that. Okay. Let us proceed. I'm going to show them to you. Let us just hope then. Let me see. Let us see this one and see how it goes. So these points where the market is bouncing up, this is now our support level. It's going to bounce back up, and this is when we are going to buy. But now this would work for you if I had a shorter expiration time and reach this point. This would work very well for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, gaming. Thank you so much. It means so good. It means so much to me. I hope I see you again some other time as you're passing by. Lovely. I do really love your knowledge. I really love the knowledge you've shared with me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope I see you somewhere else again some other time. Lovely. Hope you have a nice evening. Okay, so now like you can see here, it is easy for you to tell. So these points where it is bouncing back up, bouncing back down. Okay, I know to reach a time and maybe break the market will break, the trend will break, but these points here and here. So now like here it has broken. But those points here, this is our support level, and this up here is our resistance level. I hope you can see it very well. That is how it works. No, I do not trade for people. I do not trade for people. I do not. Maybe well, how okay, I'm going to be honest. I do not trade for people off screen, but we do have. I am having something I'm working on. I think maybe you've seen it somewhere else on other YouTubers where people trade for you on like live. That is what I'm going to introduce. I've not yet introduced it, but I'm going to introduce it. But off screen, I do not trade. But live, maybe we're going to introduce it because I've seen it so much on very many binary options traders, and I'm working on it. I'm still, someone else is still helping me out, guys. Like I said, I cannot do it on my own. I just want someone else to help me manage the money very well. So, manage people's money very well. So, soon and very soon, hopefully, beginning of this week, we shall be able to introduce them. Yeah, I think most people call them donations, but then I said our minimum is going to be 350. Reason being, because there are people who send in their money, maybe someone will be able to send in 50, 100, and it will really be so much for me to handle. It will be a lot of money for us to handle. That's why I kind of put it up. And guys, like I said, do not send your money if at all it is the last fortune you have, if at all, or it is going to do something very big in your life. Don't send in that money. Because guys, it is so risky. You also know how risky it is. So you see how risky it is with me. You see how I lose, I keep on losing. So it is not always 100% that it's going to work. I'm not saying it will not, I will not, because of course, when you're trading someone's money, you give it your whole. But I'm saying if at all it is a loss, I just don't want me to be able to lose the money that it was going to do something for you. I will not say give me the money you can afford to lose, because there is no money you cannot afford to lose. You understand? It's not, there is no money you can afford to lose. But give me the money that even when maybe something happens, maybe you lose it or something like that, does not affect you so much. Like you not lack what to eat, you not lack what to drink. Because some people are like, I have this money, maybe I want to buy a PC, or maybe I want to take a loan, multiply it for me. No, that money, don't send it, guys. I'm begging of you. I don't want to start to skip the guilt within that I did lose someone's money. The bit about this thing is that I'll be trading the money live. So I'll always tell you, today I'm trading your money. Can you please be online and see what is going on? That is the only beauty, but I would not advise you to send the money, which is like a fortune to you. Do not send it, please. That is what I'm begging of you. Hi, Cruz. How are you? Share the source that influences. Basically, what do you mean something that influences my trade? Like, I don't know what you mean. Can you try to elaborate more, please? Elaborate more. Like, what do you mean? Influences my trade. Like, when do I determine when to take what's how they call it, trade that I'm going to buy or sell, or there is something different you mean? Please try to throw more light. Hi, Kuna girl. Let me try. I'm sorry. Let me try. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Let me try to. I'm trying to read your name well. I'm trying to read your name well. Let me hold on a bit. Hi, Kuna girl. How are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely to have you again. I think there are people now. I think I'm well situated with that. I feel like I see them most of the times. And guys, I do really appreciate the love. I do appreciate the love for staying around with me. It really means a lot. The indicator that gives me, okay, the indicator is that shows me to buy and sell. That is a super trend. That is super trend. Yes, please. You can set it because for me, mine I set it to default. That's why it's showing me within a very shorter period of time. But if I tell you set it maybe to a longer one, maybe it will be able to show you. But it's called super trend. It's this one down and another one appears up here. Okay. Yeah, the red one and the green one. The one in the middle is moving average. So it's called super trend. You can try to check it out. Okay, thank you so much. Actually, someone else was trying to tell me. But there are even other indicators you can try out. Other good indicators you can try out. But this is super trend. But this one for me helps me whenever I'm having a shorter expiration time. But if I'm having a longer one, it really does not help so much. That is, I'm being honest with you. It does not help so much. Oh, okay. Okay, Shady. All right, I understand. I only take like I said, for me, I don't complicate things. I only take a trade when I follow a trend. I follow trends. Like now, we're having a downtrend for maybe the last past 30 seconds. So that's why you see me here. At this point, I sold because I'm selling because we are having a downtrend. That is it. I only follow a trend. Whenever I'm having a long expiration time, that's when I'm going to so much follow. I mean, a longer time frame. That's when I'm going to follow the support and resistance so much. But but when I'm having a shorter time frame, I follow the trend. Whenever I'm having a downtrend, that is when I'm going to sell. I'm having an uptrend, I'm going to buy. Basically, that is it. Like I said, I don't complicate life. Now we've been having a downtrend. That's why I've been buying and selling. Yes, Shady, I've said I only because I'm having a shorter time frame. That is why I'm following that trend. I only use the support and resistance if at all I'm having a longer time frame. Okay, and only if the support and resistance levels are very evident that they are there. But at this point, I'm only having a downtrend, so I follow that trend. I follow that trend. That is what I say. I follow that trend. The support levels comes in when I'm having a longer time frame. That is it. Yeah. 1 minute. Oh my god, this is new. Someone is like, their trend goes over a minute. I've been having people who are like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. I've not yet met someone who is like 1 minute. 1 minute is so long. 1 minute is really long. Yes, I've seen people who are like, it's 30 seconds, but 1 minute is long. I'm sorry about that. So you've seen I've been selling right now because it was I follow that trend. It was a downtrend. If at all it's coming back up, that's why I'm going to buy. You understand? I don't so much focus on that because I'm having a shorter time frame. Even someone else there explained it. For them, they use the support and resistance more because for them, they have their time frames for over 5 minutes, 15 minutes. That is where it comes in. That's where it is so, okay, not so accurate, but that's where it is almost accurate. You understand? So that is why. So that's why for me, I'm like, I only follow that trend. That is it. Okay, how my indicators inform me. Basically, you see, my indicators show me how the trend is moving. Mostly the moving average one. Now, like you see this one. You remember when I said that when I'm having a sideways, I rarely place a trade. I just stay there and wait for a trend. Or maybe if at all I'm taking a trade, I'm just maybe on God's. I'm just praying for God's luck. So my indicator, this indicator, like you see, the moving up, the super trend one is showing me that I'm having a sideways. It is that's why it is flat. Okay. But if at all I was going to have an uptrend, you'll see it going up. The green one will come in and show that it is going up. And if at all I'm having a downtrend now, like our market is trying to move down, you see this one showing you that it is coming back down. That's why I'm like, the super trend one always shows a shorter, like the earlier what is happening in the earlier seconds, unlike the moving average one is like showing me for over like 1 minute, okay, or like 40 seconds, but the super trend one should be showing me over like the early 15 seconds. So now you see the moving average one is showing us that we are having a downtrend, okay, so it will go in the direction of that trend. That's why for me I follow trend. So if I tell I'm having a downtrend, of course I'll have a steep slope with my indicator. It will be a steep slope going downwards. And if at all I'm having an uptrend, it will be a steep slope of my indicator going upwards, facing the positive direction. And if at all it's having a sideways, you'll see it kind of curved, or you see the super trend or the super trend indicators being flat. So that is how it is. Now, since the market is moving downwards, you'll see my trend is sloping towards the negative side. I hope that helps. So they only show me how my trend is moving, that it's now moving down, or my trend is moving upwards. That's it. A downtrend, an uptrend, things like that. Nothing much. That's why I'm like, they don't tell me, they do not predict what I'm going towards. They don't predict what is going to happen in the future. They only show you what has been happening the past maybe 5 seconds, the past 10 seconds. That is it. Nothing much. I hope you understand. And like I said, for me, I do follow that trend unless I'm having a bigger expiration time. Someone is like, use 1 minute. I'm having 1 minute, of course. I'm using 1 minute. You don't see? I'm using 1 minute. Right. Let us go. Let us keep going. Let us keep going. Someone is like, buy, buy. Yes, I bought. I can see the trend is moving up. That's why. So now someone who was asking, you see me buying because my trend is moving up. My trend is moving up. No. Someone is like, is that 50 or 200? It's 10. My moving average is set to 10. Okay. And it is SMA. So it is simple moving average. So it is set to 10. Why can we not see your trade? What do you mean you don't see my trade? My trade is here and has a green line showing what I've done. Is it a sell? Is it a buy? You can see it here. Clearly shows. You don't see it. Maybe let me show it again. Because when I open up a trade, maybe it will not show buy, but you see this green and red line accompanying it. It shows you maybe that I've bought. If it is a green one, it shows you that I've bought. If at all it is a red one, it also show you that I've sold. So it is easy to see my trade. What do you mean you don't see my trade? All right, let us go. Any other question? Any other complaint? please feel free to tell me. Like I said, guys, if you're giving an opinion, feel free to give it to me. I welcome it. Feel free to give it to me. Feel free to give it to me. Hi, Raita. Hi, Leonette. How are you? It's Leonette. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Hi, Najen. How are you, guys? I'm sorry for those who have not yet replied to. Hi, Webster. Hi, Vino. Hi, Shady. Thank you so much for being here with me. Lovely, lovely to have each and everyone here. Yes. Hi, Topin. Um, Someone is like, how do I often teach how to trade? I do not. I To be honest, I'm being honest with you. I'm not. I do not hold classes, but all I do here is maybe you can ask me questions here and there and reply, or maybe you can inbox me on my Telegram and maybe ask me on a thing that you feel like I should explain to you more. That is the only way. Maybe I can text, I can type about it. That is all I do, but I do not hold classes. Like I said on my schedule, it is not easy for me to it is not easy for me to hold more than one leg. But another thing maybe I can do, you can suggest, yeah, you can suggest a live session. I mean, you can suggest a video, like maybe I should do a video about something, maybe do a video about this, do a video about this. Maybe I can do that in my free time. But basically, I do not have any classes going on, something like that. Because for me, initially, my aim was to do trading. So initially, I thought these things that I can trade along, that I can trade here, and someone trades along with me. But then after sometimes I had a lot of complaints. Our charts are different, like that, like that. So what I did, that meant that we cannot trade together. You understand? Because YouTube kind of delays my chart. That is the problem I also had. And I was like, maybe I can trade for people. So initially, when I had just begun my lives, I used to trade for people. But I happened to lose money for someone, okay, for two people, and then I tried to give up. And my friends were encouraging me, maybe to try to do it, maybe because I've seen a lot of influencers here, YouTubers trying to do donations straight for people live. So that's what I'm trying to also organize. Do some, they call it donation, do some kind of donations. We do trade kind of together. But for me, that's why for me I'm setting a limit on what money and what's the use of the money. So if someone comes to my inbox and like, this is my money, my last money, what and what and what, I'm not trading that money. For me, that is what I'm going to do. So I just want money which someone, if I told you lose it, it's not too much. Yeah. That, so someone is like, how do I manage my losses? Nothing. I don't do anything about it. Actually, I don't do anything about it because since it's binary options, I cannot control it. So I don't do anything about it. I feel sorry for myself and I proceed. Okay, before I used to feel so bad about it because I used to lose a lot. But now, since I make some kind of money out of it, I don't really care so much about the losses, which are too many, but I don't care so much like before. Before I used to care, but now I don't. Someone, do I allow my trades to be copied? I don't know. I'm not yet comfortable with that yet because I've had people who are like, "Can you share your ID?" Things like that. Please share your ID. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that yet because I don't know, guys. I don't feel like I'm comfortable. I'm confident yet to be able to share signals and things like that because I feel like I might share my signal and you lose your money and it's hard. Okay, someone's like, how far is 15K? We are not yet even halfway 15K. That is so unfortunate. We are not yet halfway 15K. These days it's hard for me to reach my target. Before at least I used to try, but these days I don't even reach halfway. I don't know why. Someone is like, can you use fast internet? Oh my god, that's mean. Actually, I thought my internet was good. Okay. So my candle time frame is 5 seconds. Not yet there. Not yet there. And someone is like, can you turn My timer is 5 seconds. You don't believe me? It is 5 seconds. I don't know why it is. I'm not even lying about it. Maybe you don't believe me, but it's 5 seconds. It's really 5 seconds. Someone is like, okay, my indicators. Someone's like, can you show me how your indicators work? A minute, guys. Eh?
Every block got a story. Some written in chalk, some in chains, some in champagne. Me, I just write mine in pain. Let's talk about it. Born with the shadows, teach survival and sin. Dreams die young, where the sirens begin. Mama praying on her knees for the rent again. While I'm scribbling schemes with a pad and pen, no headset. Boy, don't trust that hope. But the game looks sweet when you broken cold, still soul dreams. Heavy lows we hold, trying to turn them corner tails into solid gold. Fist full of change, heart full of rage. Notebooks filled with a prophet's page. I seen smiles fade and the lies get paid. But I learned how to rhyme my way out the cave.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Someone's asking me about the indicators. So one thing you should know: indicators do not help me. Do not predict. Indicators do not help me see what is going to happen in the future. The indicators show me what has already happened, what is already happened before. Okay, what has happened. That is what indicators do. Now, for me, my indicators, like you see here, for me, I have trend indicators. Like moving average is a trend indicator. There are different kind of indicators. There are very, very many types of indicators. Okay, there are momentum indicators, there are volume indicators, there are volatility indicators. But for me, I'm using a trend indicator. Since I'm more of reading a trend, you don't hear me. Since I did the indicators do not show me what is going to happen. Okay, they show me what has happened or what is happening. What has, in fact, what is not, what has happened. They don't show me what is happening, but what has happened. So while my indicators, I'm using are trend indicators. So basically, what they do, they show me how the trend is moving. So if my market is moving up, okay, upwards, my indicators will also will show me like the moving average one. Basically, that is one I focus on. It will also have a slope showing going upwards. Okay, that is showing that the market is having an uptrend, and that is how I'm going to buy. And if at all it shifts and begins moving downwards, it is showing me that the market is moving downwards. It is a downtrend. For me, I use trend indicators. They show me how the trend of the market is moving. Basically, that is it. They just show me that now, like there are times where we had a downtrend for over 50 minutes. Some time back, oil was having a downtrend for over 15 minutes. So all I was doing, I was looking at the trend, and all I was doing is selling for 50 minutes, and I think it was like 80% of profits. That is the only importance of an indicator. It shows you the trend. There are different kind of indicators, but for me, I'm having trend indicators. So if at all it is moving downwards to a negative side, that means not a negative. Like I'm just talking in means of slope. It is a negative slope, like it's moving going downwards, showing me that market is moving downwards. So I have to sell. Okay, moving upwards, it is buying. That is it. That is why I use more of moving average. Yes, I think now you understand me. Candles is 5 seconds. Um, hope I'm clear now. Hope I'm clear now. Okay, someone was asking about the resistance levels. I think now here it is very clear. Resistance level and the support. It is now kind of very clear here. You can see very clear maybe the low, the high. So you can see very clear the support that the market was moving upwards, then reached a point and bounced back down. So when it bounced back down, you sell. You understand? When it is moving lows, when it is bounced back down, you're going to sell. So when it is high and it's going to bounce back down, you sell. When it is low moving back up. I hope now I'm clear. I hope now I'm clear. I hope I'm very, very clear. All right, let us proceed. Let us proceed. Someone was asking me about the indicators. Did you get it very well, or you still have a problem with it? So all right, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. Let us proceed, guys. So we're not almost our target, but I just hope we hit 10K today. Okay, my target is basically 15, but I feel like I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I am running out of time, but I'm still hopeful. So I hope someone's like, please down, down. How do you read your chart or candlestick? Oh, is the candlestick you follow? I follow that trend. I follow that trend. That is it. I follow that trend, darling. That is all I do. I follow that trend. Now I'm only selling. Okay, this would do good if someone is this there is that's kind of opportunity I see, and I be like, if I told someone was using a lower expiration time, this would do very good for them. This would be very, very good for them. But since I'm not having a smaller expiration time, I have to wait and see how it goes. Okay. Actually, because there are some people who think my chat is not delayed. My chat is not delayed actually. Like I would not say my chat is not delayed from yours. My chat and yours are the same. The only difference is you receive mine later. Okay? You receive mine later. You just receive mine later because of YouTube. But my chat and yours at the point I'm trading, mine and yours are the same, to be honest. It's just that the moment you see mine, because of YouTube, it is delayed. But on the time of selling and buying, mine and yours are the same. I hope you understand. So that is it. It is not like delayed, like if it is also delayed on my side, it is the same. It's just that by the time maybe you get to see me or see what I'm selling, it is already just delayed by that. I think hope you understand me. Guys, like I said, feel free to ask me any kind of question, anything you would want to know. Please and please, I'm here. Feel free to ask. And I will not stop saying it, like any kind of information I give is based on a personal level. It's nothing like speaking for all traders and all those kind of things. No, it is on a personal level. I've been trading for the first time. Okay. So people will be sending me here signals, but I've already seen it. Like I've already seen how it is moving. Like you are, we are on the same level. It's just that mine is delayed by YouTube. That is it. Only that. Hi MD, how are you? How are you? Yes. Now you can see here clearly that it is an uptrend. Now you can see my moving average showing you how it is very, very steep, showing you that I'm having an uptrend. Basically, that is it. They not predict the future. They don't show me what is going to happen. They just show me what has been happening before. Okay. Now maybe there is change here. It is also going to show me that there is going to be a change here. So that is it. That is how it works. Now you see it trying to cover a little bit. So that's the bit with moving average.
hustling hard. The code I live by. Dreams in the city
Okay.
where we can say goodbye. Every block a teacher, every night a side. So
It's almost like 30 seconds uptrend. Like I said, my chart is the same one as yours.
street speak.
It was like next minute one uptrend. Okay. We shall see about that. We shall see about that.
Every struggle shapes the king in you.
Someone's like, so you're waiting for the sign to buy also. Like for me, I just place one trade. I don't place more. Okay, at most I could place only two trades. So I place my trade and wait for it. I place my trade and wait for it. That is what I do. Place and wait for it and see how it goes. Someone is okay, let me someone is like, please down, please.
No shadow
I will
flies.
see. I will see when it is
You
there.
survive, you grind, you rise. This is for the
I
kings.
will see when it is there.
Born in the trenches
It
where
is not
dreams
yet
never
there.
flicker. Life moves slow, every day a heavy chore.
Guys, unfortunately, we have the same charts, just that mine is delayed
In the
by the
grave,
time you see
truth
it.
moves quicker.
But it's the same.
Loyalty thin like thread. Enemy scheming, plotting to get
It
ahead.
is the same.
Lullaby dreams in my head.
My indicators show me here. All right.
Find my blade.
Now, hi, Risan. How are you? Lovely. I was asking myself, where are you? Where have you been? I'm okay. I'm okay. How have you been doing? How are you doing? Hi, Toshi. Let me see. Hi, Tosin. How are you?
Bad the news.
I've been asking myself, how are you doing? Where are you? Hope you're okay. Hope everything is moving on well for you. How was your weekend?
Calculated every
Are you
move.
still having a weekend? Things like that. Or
Every loss a
it's
lesson.
done.
Every win a test.
For
Trust
me,
me,
it has been a fair one. It has not been
concrete forged a king.
like
Memories
so
etched
much
in stone.
about it.
Plotting to
Yeah,
fall, but I glide like
it's been a
Teflon.
fair one.
Is my armor, my
It's
word
been a
bond.
fair weekend.
Life gave me tough. Pain made my bones
Okay.
concrete. Streets whisper every
Hi,
heartbeat.
Cruz. How are you? Hi, Tone. How are you? Okay, let me see how this one goes. Oof, okay. It's alright, it's alright. It is alright. Let me see how this one goes. Let me see how this one goes. Guys, those who are new here, please and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I do love the support. Please and please subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel.
Survive every rhyme I spit. Every bar alive. Force
Yes,
break the mold.
please.
Heart gold. Every triumph haunted. Nights I press stone. Crown feels heavy. Still I move strong. Concrete kings rise. Legacy lives long. Hustling hard. Code I live by. Dreams in the city where weak men die. Every block a teacher. Every night a sigh. Concrete kings whispers. We never die. Yeah. The streets talk. The shadows watch. Every corner, every struggle
Moving
shaped by
average than other indicators, to be honest. I use more of moving average, and they do not help me see what is going to happen in the future. They only help me with what I'm going to trade. Like they only help me to define that trend. Like I said, for me, I have only trend indicators. You've not seen it. I've just shown them to you right now. Okay, they are here. They are. These are the ones for the moving average. Okay, I'm sorry. A minute. And these are the ones for super trend.
some made it out, some shadows never left. Every step deliberate, every line's heft. Cold nights form dreams within my
Okay,
chest. Every loss a
hope you've
lesson,
seen
every
that.
win a
Okay,
test.
let us
Trust me, I
proceed.
learn slow. Loyalty
Let
expressed,
us
wisdom
proceed. Let
quiet.
us go, guys. Guys, I really want to hit 10K, but these days I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm too slow on trading or I'm trading a little bit low. I don't know, but it's okay. Hi, Jens for truth. Hi, how are you? Hi, Koma, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Lovely, lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Let us proceed. So expression time is 1 minute. Yes, please. It is 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Our legacy lives long. Hustling hard, the code we live by. Dreams in the city where weakness say goodbye. Every block a teacher, every night a sigh. Streets remember, we never die. The streets speak.
Okay, let us go. Let us go. Let us go. Okay, okay. Yes, please. Yes, please. It is 1 minute. Yes, please. Okay. It is 1 minute. Hi, let me try to zoom out a little bit. Hi, Genzi. Hi, Komaru. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Hi, Pi. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. Hi, Alonso. Thank you so much, guys. Those one here, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Lovely to have each and every one of you. Like I said, guys, what we do here is binary options trading. That is all that happens every day. It's binary options trading. I don't know what to do with I don't have so much information when it comes to forex, when it comes to crypto. I'm not so good with them. That's why I only do binary options trading. Only high trend rule. Only. Yes, and guys, the platform I'm using is called Pocket Options. That's my broker. So if at all you want to use the same platform like I do, you can go to the my description and see. Hi Dauda, how are you? Lovely to have you back here again. And those who are new here, guys, don't feel free to subscribe to the channel. Yes, I do trade every day, each and every day. I do trade for each and every day. Someone is like, do you follow the super trend signal? No, I do not follow the super trend signal. I follow moving averages more. Okay, super trend also, but I think super trend works better if at all. The signal would be so very profitable if at all I was having a shorter expiration time. But but since um but since I do what? But since what was I saying, guys? I was caught off topic. Yeah, okay. The super trend ones also hope more if at all I'm having a shorter time, shorter expiration time. That is where a signal could be so good. But since I'm having a longer one, they don't really help me. So I don't want to use the signal. So with my indicators, I use more of the moving average one. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Let me see how this one goes. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, time is running very fast. I just wanted us to hit 10K, but guys, I'm sorry, I don't know. Not today, I think. Not today. I think another time. My my time is running so I'm out of time.
Every bar alive, yeah. Pour liquor for the lost and gone. Every
I'm
train
out
hustle,
of
every day
time.
press on. Crown heavy, yet I move strong. Empire blocks whisper our legacy lives long. Hustling hard,
Alright, okay, it's okay. Let me see how the others go.
where weak men die. Every block a teacher, every night a
Someone's
sigh.
like, how can I study this kind of trading? First of all, you should know this kind of trading is very risky. That for the first, I'm not trying to maybe. demoralize you or maybe disencourage. No, no, it is really, really, really very, very. It is very risky. But then there are a lot of. I personally do not have a lot of people I could recommend because someone else told me. But I think there is a lot of information out there on YouTube, on different platforms. There are a lot of information out there. So maybe you can try that. Try and see. Maybe I also would recommend you to create a demo account. It's called binary options trading. So maybe you can begin from there. There is a lot of information out there that I feel will be very, very profitable. Like a lot of people, maybe the only book I can recommend for it is called Baby Pips, but you can find it online. You don't have to look for a book in particular. You can find it online. There is this guy I've always been recommending. It's called Brave Trading School for a beginner. If you don't know where to begin from, he's the best person you can try. Maybe if you actually have somewhere to begin, other information will be easier for you. So Baby Pips and Brave Trading School, those two things can give you where to start. And then you can see other kind of traders, other kind of teachers who you can supplement on your studying studying what's on your plan and see how it works for you. Yeah. Someone's like oil is closed. No, it is not. I'm trading OTC, so I don't think mine is. Maybe yours, but for me and some other people I know, ours is open. Okay, I'm going to show you. Alright. Oil, are you trading OTC? Are you trading OTC? Are you trading over the counter? Or you just trading oil alone? But are you trading OTC then? I don't think it is closed. Okay. Someone wants to see my indicator. Okay, let me show you the setup. The super trend ones. Here they are. And here, guys, like I said, for me, I do not take the super trend. The super trend what? I do not use the super trend signal. Someone is like, how long? It took me over like 2 years trying to figure it out because there is a time where I reach and you feel like I'm putting my money, I'm not getting any money out of it, I'm giving it all. But the good thing for me is that I was trying to supplement it. I was not focusing on trade alone, but it took me some time and some patience because there are times where I feel like it's not working out for me like I would want it to work out for me. That's why it took me some, but it took me some time. And another thing, I was on and off. That's why it took me all that long, 2 years and a half. I was on and off with it. So yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We are going. We are going. We have only 4 minutes left. Only 4 minutes left. Let me see how I'll do in the next 2 minutes. Let's see, guys. I just hope to maybe we hit 10,000, but I don't know how this will go. Okay, these are my last trades I'm opening. These last two are going to be my last trades. And then I see how everything goes on. Guys, like I said, it's Brianna over here, and all we do here is binary options trading. And anyone who would want to inbox me or talk to me about anything, feel free to go to my description. There is a link to my Telegram. Yes, we can talk more there. We can talk. You can ask me anything for those who want to talk privately. And another thing, no, I do not give signals. I do not trade for people. I do not want to be the reason or to sound like though that I'm the one who was the reason for it. To see you again tomorrow, same time, same day. I mean, not same time. Okay, yeah, I'm not same day, but tomorrow, same time. I hope to see you again. Hopefully, God willing, everything goes on well and we are all in good health. I hope to see you again tomorrow. So, for those who are having a night, thank you so much for the night. And those, I know, those who are having a good night, guys, I don't know what's wrong with my head. Okay, those who are having a night, I hope you do have a good night. Those who are going to begin your day, I hope you have a fruitful day for yourself. I'm also going to warm up for Monday because it is already night. My weekend is already done. But guys, thank you so much. Those who are new here, please and please subscribe to the channel. It's Brianna over here. And if you do have anything you'd want to talk about in person, in private, feel free to text me on my Telegram. I'll be able to tell it to you. So I hope I see you again, guys, tomorrow. I hope you subscribe and stick around with me. Yes. Bye bye, guys. Have a good one.